Hi Libra, welcome to your May Astrology Horoscope forecast. I'm Anisha. For those of you who are new to my channel, I talk everything around astrology and tarot. For those of you who want to know more about my work, you may visit my website tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking a personal reading or a consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. So quite an exciting month. We are in midst of the eclipse season, and then we have Jupiter that is going to be changing signs, and Jupiter does that only once every year. Jupiter is also known as per Greek mythology as Zeus. He's the god of sky. He's expansive. He is the magnifier. He's the benefactor. Anything that Jupiter touches, it just tends to expand. Now, depending, of course, in which part of the chart that Jupiter is going to be expanding its effect for you, and normally it is extremely favorable. It's extremely positive for you. On the second half of the month, we have Mercury, the ruler of communication, travel, and Mercury is going to be going direct. Mercury has been retrograde for the first 15 days. So everything that has got stalled till now starts moving. I'm going to be breaking down the month for you. On the 5th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in a part of your chart that is all about your earned income. It's about your sense of self-worth, and it's diagonally opposite to your a house of joint finances, sexuality, intimacy, your partner's income, power struggles, and these two are highlighted for you this month. So it's a house of Taurus, and it's also the house of Scorpio. So I think a lot of material realities are going to be hitting home this month for you. What is it that you own? What is it that you owe? What is it that you have built symbolically? And also, it can be that a crisis can shake you off your base during this time. Perhaps your finances and possessions that you see as what make you could sort of destabilize you during this time, and or they could get destabilized during this time, and it could also set off an ordeal where you are tested to stick with a soul's calling through hardships. And there can be a lot of inner wrestling as well with how much to invest and what's more important to achieve during this time. And eclipses in the house of an income and self-worth tend to be quite intense, and they bring about a lot of soul searching as well. For some of us, we may get more aware about the heavy energetic price or debt or toxic entanglements that we are in, and a catharsis may be due in order for to summon up all the emotional courage and transform your darkest fears into productive action. Also, with it's almost like a emotional rebirth. It can be that for some of you, you will have to let go of maybe certain dreams, certain desires of how it is that you want life to be, and you could be reflecting again about things on how they should be. And other possibilities also include banishing intensity around a sexual situation. It can be either your partner's dark side, or leaving even a controlling situation. Overall, eclipses, when they come in these specific houses, they tend to develop, or they tend to highlight that maybe we are squandering a gift or a natural talent, and we need to be realizing and focusing on our values. And also a lot of focus is there on fertility, on death, rebirth, and also not to sell our soul for something material. On the 8th, we have Venus and Mars that are coming together in your house of career, and it's a lovely, lovely combination. And Both, of course, Venus is your ruling planet, and it's also about money besides love and beauty. And they are going to be intensifying your need to, maybe you will become more ambitious. Maybe there is more clarity around the goal. What is it that you want to achieve? For a lot of you, I think there is also going to be a desire to be in a relationship. Venus and Mars are also going to be making you feel more satisfied as far as creative activities are concerned. It's a good time to be starting all forms of art, especially if you are involved in something physical, whether it's sculpting or whether it is ceramics, or it is even baking or doing anything with your hands that is required out here. Even routine work should be quite enjoyable for a lot of you, as you will have the drive and the enthusiasm to be carrying through the work. Now, since Venus and Mars are talking about your work, it can be that you are not just putting the right foot forward, but you also in a space where you want to be recognized. You are going to be in a very extremely ambitious mode, Librans, which is quite a good thing. This is also a time wherein that you should not hesitate to talk about your talents. You should not hesitate to advocate for yourself. On the 15th, we have Mercury, which is going direct in your house of joint finances, resources, and it has been retrograde till about 15th. So till 15th, try and complete whether they are paperworks around taxes, around EMIs, around loans. And once the retrograde is over, then that is the time that you can go ahead and whether they are legal papers, whether it is a negotiation that is there, whether it is a loan that you're seeking, anything that needs to get implemented, try and do it post the 15th. On the 17th, we have Jupiter that is joining Taurus again in your house of joint finances and resources, and it's a time of expansion. And then we have a new moon on the 19th, which is joining this house of joint finances. So there are about 5 planets in this house, so it's really brightly lit up. It's a time of spiritual contentment, Librans, for you, of coming to terms with power and also sharing issues in your life. And during the cycle, you'll find yourself that you're less sensitive to power struggles and issues of sharing resources. You are less likely to resort to manipulative tactics. In any case, you try and stay as transparent and naive as you are, Librans, but you're also not worried right now, even if you have been scarred in the past. You're not going to be worried about leaving yourself emotionally vulnerable to others. And you are going to see benefits of joint finances, shared resources, taxes, sexuality, healing, personal transformation, and psychological matters as well during this cycle. It's a fabulous time for psychological understanding, intimacy, and perhaps even accumulation of wealth if you manage your resources well. You are more capable of helping friends and loved ones who could be dealing with a crisis, and you could be somebody who could be leaned upon. Any type of research and in-depth even study about life after death or even past life regression is going to likely to go quite well, and you could be quite interested in it. For some of you, an insurance settlement, a tax rebate, or an inheritance could come your way, and it's a great time to be working on financial planning and strategy as well. A new home or a new car is possible during this time, and it can be that financial gains come through a partnership, or there may be an increase in a spouse's income. It can also be that there are sexual opportunities, and could be that your focus on one partner becomes very expansive, warm, and intimate. On the 21st, we have Mars that is moving into your house of groups of friends, and it speaks about physical activity as far as groups of friends or people are concerned, and you could be attracted to humanitarian causes. It can be that you get together with a with friends and maybe join some activity or maybe a workout class together, and you will feel pushed to realize your dreams, your goals or objectives during this time. And with Mars in this position, the keyword is going to be teamwork for you. And I think, to put it simply, you will have to coordinate your needs with those of others, and all you have to do is look for people in groups to work with, and when you have found them, it will be a wonderful and a productive time for you. In certain rare cases, if Mars makes difficult aspects, your friends could encourage you to take out maybe very risky or reckless actions, or you may be a victim of one of those. So try and sort of be careful, and also try and you could sort of even get egged on politically to say something improper politically as well. So be very careful that you're not you don't get impulsive, and you don't get carried away with other people's opinions. Try and stay balanced the way that you are, Librans, and you do tend to get really fired up with others, but try and ensure that you are not getting swayed with other people's feelings and emotions. On the 22nd, we have Sun that is moving into your house of long distance travel, and this is also the house of deepening your spirituality. So beautiful time. You're going to be, I think, meeting people from different cultures, ethnicities, understanding as to how it is that people work. You're also going to be traveling to other countries, and also I think for a lot of you there's almost like a shift of in a mental shift to want to expand your mind more. There you'll find your mind more curious, maybe about things that you didn't or you weren't interested in earlier. You will find that you're really keen to know more about it. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.